Greetings, fellow Anonymous. We have been witness to the epic win that is the Great Scientology Raid. We have shown the world that a group of individuals can band together without leadership to change the world. However, it is in the opinion of this humble Anonymous that the raid is beginning to falter. We have battled valiantly, but we have seen few results. Scientology continues its hegenomic domination of its followers' lives and livelihoods while continuing to feed a stream of disinformation into the media machine. It is time to move on to phase 3. Our final form is at hand. After many episodes of prolonged yelling and powering up, it is time to show Scientology that we are not but a group of basement-dwelling sexual deviants. For those of you new to the anonymous protests against the Church of Scientology, a recap. Phase 1 was our common attacks. DeeDoss attacks, black faxes, crank phone calls, standard raid, Lulz were head. The heavens then opened up and delivered unto us a savior, Mark Dunker, formerly known as Wisebeard Man. He brought us the wisdom of Gandhi Tech and showed us the means to bring to light the numerous crimes of the Church of Scientology. He is Wisebeard Man, his words are wise, his face is beard. Phase 2 was the Great Scientology Raid. From February 2008 all the way to the present, Anonymous have been systematically protesting outside Church of Scientology establishments worldwide. The protests were peaceful and largely unaffected by the drama that plagued Phase 1. Wisebeard Man was pleased, and even graced us with his presence in many a battlefield. But the raid has stumbled. We do not know where to go from here. We are listless, and like a dragon slayer without a dragon, we may lash out irrationally and cause the raid to crumble. Phase 3 is simple. We must seek out our governmental representatives and proceed to bury them under a landslide of handwritten letters. The letters will ask that the Church of Scientology be revoked its tax-exempt status and be reclassified as the pyramid scheme that it truly is. Politicians in a representative society are puppets to the will of the masses. When we wish war, they give us war. When we wish peace, they give us peace. They follow one simple rule: they will do anything if they think it will help them keep their job. We must convince them that their actions concerning the Church of Scientology will be reflected when it is time for the ballots to be cast. In order for this message to come across clearly, a few rules with which to enact Phase 3 will be provided. Rule number 0. Rules 1 and 2 of the internet still apply. Means will only engender distance between your representatives and Anonymous. Rule number 1. Every letter must be handwritten. The Church of Scientology is multifarious in its trickery. A printed form letter with a signature can be attributed to a few shut-ins using their community college printing access. A handwritten letter shows just how important this issue is to Anonymous, that we are willing to take time away from video games and tapping to write it. Rule number 2. Do not break the guise of Anonymous. Sign the return address as coming from the internet. Sign the letter as Anonymous. We shall not forget Operation Snow White, the largest infiltration of the US government in history. Scientology, in all likelihood, has operatives within most of the large governments in the world, and they would love nothing more than to get an interview-leading letter with your home address printed neatly upon it. Rule number 3. Write at least one letter every day and mail it. Do this religiously. We must be the Third Rush, overrunning the offices of Washington, Parliament, and the Kremlin with piles of letters showing our intent. We cannot rely on the importance of our message to get through to our representatives. In layman's terms, the more letters every individual writes per day, the higher the probability of success. Rule number 4. Remind your representatives of the many crimes the Church of Scientology has committed against humanity. Explain to them the horrible tragedy that befell Lisa McPherson. Tell them of L. Ron Hubbard's comments on the ease of controlling people through religion, his fair game tactics, and the various and sundry other offenses his church has committed in his name. Rule number 5. Do not think that an email is a sufficient substitute for a handwritten letter. A large pile of handwritten letters will have a bigger psychological effect than a full inbox ever could. Rule number 6. Involve others. Now is not the time to let old grudges get in the way of our mission. Furries, Christians, casuals, all our brothers and sisters in the fight against the Church of Scientology. Reach out to them. Tell them about our protests and ask them if they will help make Phase 3 possible. The world and its leaders will know the will of Anonymous. We vote, and if we do not, then we have the ear of those who do. We are their sons and daughters, their mothers and fathers. We wash their cars, we tote their baggage, we shine their shoes. We are the faceless masses, the great and washed, the body politic. Go and enact Phase 3. For the good of Scientology's followers, for the good of the world, and for our own enjoyment. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Knowledge is free. Expect us.